already grouping up inside of Banana, getting close to that B site, thinking of the thought that they could just run this down. Somebody wants to set a precedent, right? Tone and tempo. Beretta's to the side of the smoke, good for the kickoff. Monacy right there too. And so that B site holds real well in the face of a Vitality execute. They thought that they'd find footing. Oh, they thought that they had something to offer, but Falcons with a rock-solid defense in the pistol.
Yeah.
Tempo and tone.
Yes, they have closed up shop.
This time we're talking about a Kicksan in transition. Kyosuke on top of Boost gets smoked off, and so losing his angle could certainly give Vitality a real avenue into this site. He's gonna, no, never mind, not throw out that util. Goes for spam instead. Kicksan all the while sitting back around from Coffin.
If they want to play retake in a moment like this, it's gonna be challenged, but you know what? We're out of nades totally for the T side.
Oh, trying to pop that open.
You have to believe in the retake, but you lose a player early. Kyosuke goes down.
Good challenge there. Flamesy stepping up to the plate as they popped open the smoke, trying to get that vision. It was Falcons taking a duel on their terms, and it's also Falcons to concede a round on their terms.
Yeah, if you lose them. This is a huge risk about playing 5v5 retakes. If you lose one player.
Flamesy to take that first look. This is going to be a sudden pop, and this could be too much pressure for the likes of Tesses. A little bit disjointed from Nico, but Nico gets the element of surprise. Never mind, Tesses picks up the double. Here comes that third layer. Just slays 3, right that in there.
Oh, that's amazing from Tesses.
All before Kyosuke can come through with his multi-frag, but that is not what Vitality pieced together, and instead it's Falcons third.
Whoa.
But already on the other side of smoke towards Banana. Ooh, that could have been a big duel for Apex.
Yeah, hunted down quickly.
But an early moment of Apex kind of ahead of the pack.
Yeah.
2 pieces of support further down Banana, still smoked off for the time being. Who's it gonna be for Vitality to catch some kind of an answer in this 4 versus 5?
And sometimes, you know, alert can be called for, but we'll keep an eye on it, because that could be an issue for sure.
Push that smoke right back down. It'll be the boosted player to regain vision, but now at this moment, they're ready to just pounce inside of this A site, so it's gonna be this Nico test again, and in through that smoke, emerges Flamesy. Action!
What is that pathing?
With no third player coming through that smoke on Moto, Flamesy's just freed up, and you can see Tesses trying to look over to deal with the Moto smoke, right? In the lack of that support system, the 2 defenders inside of this bomb site aren't managing to hold it back at all. Now, we get damage exchange between Monacy and Zywoo, but there's been this affinity for Falcons to save, and so even though they had that 5v4, they write this one off.
Yeah, if you're even numbers, maybe you go for it. Down numbers, don't even think about it. Not this early on in a half. Damn, that is beautiful out of Flamesy. And we saw clutch rifling from him when they played against Spirit as well. Using that smoke to his advantage to catch the lurk. I think he knew that Nico could have been there in the corner. Kyosuke down 1 for 1. That's majority deaths here for Falcons.
That Mezzi signs up for.
The other thing is, you know, maybe this all looks different if Falcons do a good job of bleeding a lot of the utility out early in the round, so the exec has less power. If it's going to be the B exec, they're out of mollies, they're out of HEs. Oh my goodness, what a shot there for Zywoo.
Whoa. There he is.
Oh, but there's still 2 USPs on this round.
M4.
A's getting restrict.
Gonna have to go massive, but surely they're gonna clear this. Now they know he's in this corner, and there's still time to recover at 50 seconds. Kyosuke stuck in this corner, fire at his feet, comes wide, and that's all they'll get. 2 kills versus Vitality with the 3 guns saved in the round prior.
You love to see it. He's always been the most balanced player, right? In you know, he's never peaking and being overly aggressive or overly passive or using one gun too much.
Oh, that's a chance for Tesses taken down.
What a confident duel from Flamesy, an early boiler peak.
Again, we're getting more good things out of Flamesy early in this series. And I think that's a very welcome sign for Vitality's success tonight.
The opportunity at hand is a massive hit to the confidence. They get a quick 5v4. It's the first time they've really done this.
Kicksan with a smoke on his belt, but utility in front of him eats that flashbang. They're gonna chase him down. This is Mezzi on the hunt. Potential peek off of the CT cross from Kyosuke, and with a flash, this is it. Finally a chance to thrive, but ultimately cut down by Rops. Exchange of gunfire, gives one back. And Vitality wind up in a 3 versus 1 against a Monacy who has a good health advantage over these players, but Falcons are so just willing to run away for saves.
Yeah.
And they are, but here we go. Getting late into the CT side, we're starting to take more and more initiative on the Falcons camp. Good trade back from Kixan, double kill.
That's key.
You know, we're looking for multi-frag moments out of the Falcons squad. And if it's not going to come from the Stars, maybe the IGL. Kixan's third and fourth frag this half. Wildly, he's still only sitting on 3 deaths as well. You know, it goes to show how many times Falcons have just been willing to go for saves.
Oh, he was up in the halls, but he came back because his teammate died on Arch. Apex is ready to sell a fake too. We'll see which way this goes.
m0NESY still floating around in the apartments. If they think that they've lost control of anything over on that Arch wrap, then m0NESY is going to be in a weird spot when he emerges on site. Great patience. Therefore, ZywOo.
That. You do not get one buy on ZywOo.
And Apex still remains keeping eyes over on the alternative. m0NESY finally emerging from the shadows. We're getting separate 1 versus 1s. A battle of the in-game leaders queued up, and then ropz is going to know which way to take this bomb. But there's still time to play, so don't think anybody needs to rush just yet.
Yeah, there are massive timings right now.
Apex inching closer, Kixan turns. Now Apex has made it across it. Wow, that's that vision spotted on the player in the back of the site. Now Apex knows as well. Does this still fuel ropz with enough information to come in with a clutch? It's a fake plant first, fire at his feet. He tries to chase him down, but he's gonna have to go for an alternative plant using the pillar for some kind of cover. No peek from Kixan. Now ropz's gun is back up, and the flank is coming. But while that flank takes its time, ropz will get into cover. And as he sits here, unbeknownst, Falcons wait! Oh, and it's clean! Good fight from the op, good adjustment, and shutting down ropz to keep 2 alive is huge for Falcons. They will secure a 4th at least.
I just feel like this car area right now is one that Falcons want so badly to dominate and are consistently losing, apart from last round and, you know, one other time this half.
Gonna try to step into it after that initial volley of utility. Oh, fantastic. Kixan ends up burning out Apex, so he'll finish this half 2-9. Yet again having to call from the sidelines, but we've already seen that successfully still get pulled off by Vitality in a 4v5.
Still got 1 behind enemy lines. I was already here at logs.
Another smoke meets them.
They don't have HEs for him.
That was the last smoke, unless there's any back on the ground by CT, so whoa, ZywOo trying to find a path through, despite there going to be resistance on the other side. Okay, easy. Kyosuke with the multi-frag as they tried to emerge through. I thought with the way they stacked up on half wall, maybe somebody would try to boost over, get vision, challenge that smoke from above. Instead, we're gonna throw ropz 1v5. Wouldn't be the first of the weekend. And that nade though, yeah, makes it all the harder.
Probably be the hardest. This is another good round, and I think at the end, they finally get what they're looking for. They get the 5v4, they get car control, they keep those players alive, they maintain until the end of the round.
I mean, that's a great camera angle right there. It shows where the success for Vitality ended, not only in this round, but I would say this half. Finally, this specific problem has been solved. You leave ropz in a desperate act, 15 seconds towards this B site, bomb possession's his, sure. Feels like Nico's gonna just offer help over, but Kyosuke, 10 health, all he needs. He'll come wide, and he will clean house. All him on Banana, shuts it all down, and we've got 2 rounds for the road on Falcons CT side. And in that absence, Vitality have absolutely thrived. Now we're starting to get this move around mid, wrapping around what's gonna be this balcony commitment. And we've got players tucked into the bomb site in ZywOo and Apex. And Apex, who struggled in that first half, gets a clean double kill now. It's headshots with his name on it. And all that's left now is Kixan, a little too late to this party, as he was sitting inside of the apartments. That is a beautiful move for Vitality in the pistol.
You know what that was? That was Bruce Lee. That was B Water, my friend.
Phil. But to see Vitality emerging from now multiple back-to-back Furia losses, they want to send a message down the road. And this, so far, is that exact type of Counter-Strike. Now we exchange a bunch of utility here on Banana, and flamesy ends up taking a lot of damage from that frag, but it doesn't matter. He's still gonna sign up for the fight. They're gonna keep the pressure on, send more utility of their own through that wall of smoke, and now Kixan even starts to forfeit control of that close wall position.
And they let him know they've cleared it, but here is a lurk.
Yeah, maybe this is why. This TSS wrap around arch side. Oh, clean! Oh. It's a blast into ropz' head. It's ZywOo with his head tucked. He comes up from the corner.
Yeah, right.
Good on ZywOo. Zywoo to regain control of that situation, to maintain the man advantage.
The way he took that fight and found cover for his next duel, absolutely exquisite. Now it's 2-on-3.
And a retake comes through with a flashbang for Apex, a kit on Mezzi. We're gonna have to keep an eye on him. We have seen very close calls when it comes to retakes in Vitality's form. But now as they start to emerge, Apex has got to get this flash in the ultimate position. Yep. Bomb is surpassing that halfway point.
Gotta watch m0NESY.
Vitality blind the pit player. That part's huge. They know where he's at. But knowing where he is and dealing with him is two different beasts. And as time continues to tick on, it is flawless in the hold for m0NESY.
That's right. That's the flash and the lightning strikes right there. So quick, every single peak. Now that was just a great round. That had it all. Vitality set up a good chance for the retake. An excellent closing play from Falcons. A nice move from TeSeS to open that site up and to get them started on A. Whoa, through the floor. Whew.
Somebody who we discussed yesterday is just kind of creeping into those moments. As battles go down all around him, he seems to walk away with his. flamesy losing his head with nothing on this banana aggression. Not the first time Vitality have signed up to that kind of a fight. They'll lay down a smoke in front of a Falcons who looked rambunctious to try to follow through with momentum off that kill.
So 4v5 last time. Now it'll be the 4v4. That smoke's a little too deep. They're gonna not, they're popping through this. This is really good for Apex.
Oh, gun's about to go dry, but he still finds Kixan at least. And look at the damage that's been done to the others. Oh, and he finds m0NESY.
So
there
good.
we go. Instant answer back from Vitality by way of Apex pressuring smoke and almost Falcons falling for a trap.
Yeah, definitely.
But smooth so far in the semis. Mezzi turns towards the arch hold, goes down. And we're gonna get an activation for Rops, but he missed the timing on that arch wrap, and then the third piece of this pressure on A winds up finding him.
Oh, good luck, Zywoo.
You put him into a difficult spot, and as Zywoo misses one, we're gonna get a good round from Falcons, a round that comes through with great timing, the fact that they skipped Rops and he didn't even get a chance to shoot them in the back, and then m0NESY makes sure that that boiler position, the one thing Vitality really banked on to turn the tides back, ends up getting nothing.
Really hard to outpatience Rops. I mean, you can't say that enough, but m0NESY figures out how to do it. He's on a slightly depressed angle inside of middle. m0NESY has the highest swing, round swing on rounds when with an AK out of any player in the server. Yeah, that also not surprised to see that. Also so versatile. And that's round done. Beautiful round for Falcons.
It's not a pinch. If this side gets smoked off, all of a sudden pressure on Rops as they will run up that short side.
Oh, that's good.
Nicely placed grenade. In the corner is Mezzi. Oh, good reaction. That is a slice double kill. Considering he almost didn't fully clear the corner, here's the rebuttal back from Rops. No triple offered over.
Ooh, they're gonna have to concede this one.
You know, that would have been a real chance for Vitality to cut them all down. When Kixan doesn't fully clear it immediately, but then has to react back and still has the ability to swing back and catch a second arch kill. You know, we're waiting for the fireworks from the individuals, from the superstars of Falcons. Well, shout out Kixan, because he just gave us this.
The second time he's killed m0NESY here on a rifle round. What a reaction. Either of those shots coming in helps out a lot if Rops is going to get his 2 kills, so it's just a failure from the arch setup.
Early utility coming out of Vitality here with these deep grenades, so at times when we've seen Vitality kind of come in after that first volley, this is a different timing from them, and they're going to try to send one through the car. Oh, that beautiful flash out of m0NESY. Oh, good recovery from m0NESY, not letting that go for free. We get an answer in terms of arch pressure too. And Zywoo no longer playing with that op. As we said, he would miss a couple shots and we'd keep an eye on him. He is now playing with the AK instead. And he's also playing with a bit of confidence here. Finds timing and a quick tap. 4 versus 2 for Vitality to try to gun down a 12th round win. And a turn of attention towards the balcony as TeSeS wants to offer up some kind of a challenge. Keep Vitality guessing here.
It's like a pretend fake, like they're gonna threaten B or something like that, but they're really coming A. I was just waiting for them.
We've got that smoke still for m0NESY, and he gets the answer back.
All right, now we're talking.
Singular kill on Zywoo, all he's gonna find.
They wanted to pull guard, but now they gotta go for maybe a flank. Apex taking a look.
Taking a look and taking a liberty as he gets closer. Robs is going to go for the reposition, but does this create a disjointedness? Because now it's not actually a crossfire. This is them offering just enough space, and if the reactions aren't perfection here from Vitality, Falcons are going to try to kick down this A-site door. It comes down to 20 seconds. It is right there. Rob's not sure from which avenue. Tess going in first, dies out to Mezzi. Monacy's got himself a third, and the quad on for an ace, and time to plant, and Sanctuary on the other side as Apex will walk this approach.
He's got to take a breath. Monacy low HP, 14 health, looking for this last kill.
Locked in, holding the angle, Apex's head. In a full house for 4 rounds. Monacy on top yet again.
One more Monacy moment. Etched into history.
Just another ace for the never-ending highlight reel that is.
The original Academy prodigy. Paving the way for everyone to join into Tier 1.
You want superstars, you've got them. But we've also got Vitality with a quick answer here. Oh, I love this. They come in, saving some money, but also giving themselves a few tools for the job. I love this. Apex was 8-13 and opts to go for a deep mid-peak. You take down Kyosuke to start this round. Monacy better try to dig deep again then.
Oh, that was so special. It's all happening to Vitality this event. They won Nuke even after Dong's 1v5. Let's see if they can hold their nerve. It's a mixed bag of guns. They don't have the money to reinvest, but they have a couple left over.
Got wind of that.
Oh, bad spray.
It's a bit of damage, and you can't fault him. Apex has already found that opening kill. 5-7 freed up to change position, but when I say free, I'm talking about this bomb site as well, because there's no support for Robson. That frag grenade lands perfectly on him. They're gonna have an inkling as to where he's at. He'll keep that head tucked down. Then turn! Oh, what kind of damage just forced him to look? It was library damage coming through. Just enough for Robs to rob a kill out of this situation. So unlikely. Flamesy's approach with another pistol kill starts to turn the odds back to Vitality. Zywoo's up. Oh, and they do it with less. They get their answer of a 12th round win with the lesser buy. Oh, there it is. We've seen the same triple stack utility from Vitality on their approach, but instead they are the victims. Flamesy gets freed up in the process, but also gets tagged down low. Between the utility and the spam that comes back through that smoke, all fine-tuning comes to this one. Just finish it off. Just get yourself that overtime guarantee. Utility off of Banana, kick-started this round for Falcons. And Bomb is already beyond the halfway point. This is gonna be a huge scramble. You wouldn't believe it unless it was Falcons. And so as Kixan in anticipation waits for the Dolphin arrival, this time they hold it. CT player down.
Let's go.
And we go beyond regulation.
Oh, what a clawback.
You know, he has said in recent interviews that he's kind of got to give over space to the other stars on this team. But nobody wants to see Nico on single digits in overtime. Zywoo's gonna be the first blood. Mezzi's got the trade. Oh, he comes back in. Steps up to the plate as the balcony pressure overwhelms. Oh. It's Apex with one of his own, and Nico into the kill feed too.
There's the key trade. Flamesy on a retake.
Tip of the spear has found great success on Banana as this game has gone on. But does he have a clutch in him? Because he just picked up that kit. Working with the incendiary, and unbeknownst to where exactly the Falcons players have gotten off to, they also suffer from an element of surprise that now gets given away. He tries to burn one into the open with a second piece of fire, but that could cause support from the bomb site. No, doesn't catch the crossover to the little pit. Flamesy starting to feel a bit desperate. Pinches right here. It would need to be the spin, and they don't show him a bit of skin. Excellent close here from Falcons, who now have a lead.
It's been years since their last lead. They took it back. This is beautiful out of Falcons. It's a whole mess.
Fast opening attempt for Zywoo. Trying to throw something unexpected the way of Falcons, just looking to claw the lead right back. Pressure's on. Nico finding farm, late in this game.
So much damage, but no kills.
Another one where Falcons will be wobbly.
Oh.
Headshot, unbelievably.
Wow, that's crazy.
As he turns it back onto the short side, Robs never saw that coming.
No, that's unreal.
And so you've got this A defense kernelling up. A heroic moment demanded of the two players still inside of sight. They layer one above another. We've seen good things from Mezzi, but they let their guard down. Apex in the sight, strikes while the iron's hot. And Monacy's got that trade back, but we talked about the damage already.
And now ZywOo's coming in looking for redemption, but he has the op. The utility could be the most important part. Bad bounce. No push through.
Box is gonna save him. No plant just yet.
How big's that brain, ZywOo?
As he chucks grenades, Nico opts to join Monacy. Brothers in arms. With a kit on the recovery, this is gonna be ZywOo with a USP, calling on clinical precision.
And this is the right gun to use.
He's holding that cross from the pit. He dives it, and there's Monacy to find the headshot. So far, in this overtime, it is all Falcons.
Oh man, what a moment. Maybe in the wrong portion of the round, we'll see. Falcons have really seemed to have eroded their confidence. Now they've got brackets. They have no vision on the B site.
The test is coming. And again, we're talking about a challenge on the arch side from Mezzi. He goes through, that's insane.
Oh, but
and he causes a team kill. Kyosuke gets blasted in the back of the head, and then Apex pops up, Robs helps from pit, and then in that moment finds yet another. Robs trying to duel, we'll get it. A lifeline in the form of a single round as Mezzi gets thrown into the den.
They like to try to punish you from safety. Find off timings to whittle you down. And you could walk into this op shot if you're not careful. Oh, there it is. That's key
For the taking. Steps around that corner, eats the bullet. And a 4v5 demanded of Vitality, or Falcons lock in 15. It's been a hard-fought battle to get into this game.
Solid.
But now they're starting to find those perfect moments of timing, whether it's off banana or the arch hold. Smoke in front of balcony, offered back the other way. He dives into the pit, but this is so preoccupied.
Oh.
Apex throws himself to slaughter.
That felt like a 1% chance of anything going in that spot.
Again, in one of these moments where like there's nobody to kind of tether off of it, right? And the team has talked about Apex having good calls, but maybe nobody else being able to keep up to him. And that one there, another indication, but they will still give a route into this bomb site. It's not the bomb carrier though. That is a disgusting shot out of Robs to reopen the possibility. And then with the damage in through the wall of ZywOo, who now has to plant. Smoke's gonna fade as the up shot whizzes by. Tech 9 in hand, the rush comes in, and he gets toppled. Majority alive for Falcons, as by God, they will give themselves map points to work with.
I don't think Vitality really gave himself a chance.
6 of the last 7 rounds strung together to push Vitality the limit. Oh, but that's gonna hurt, man. Kicksand steps forward at the worst possible time.
How many times, though? The utility damage, not enough.
Yet again, when we talk about small timings, you saw it last round in Falcons' ability to pick 1 and 2 players off. And before they do anything wild, they will yet again try to sell this fake. This time the smoke does not get interrupted. And as they offer one over on Arch, he comes around the corner. ZywOo playing too fast. Nico's gonna punish in that moment. Tess has got a player to fall down on above. And Apex, same smoke. Apex, same route. Teammates slightly closer. Tess not bothered under the pressure. Robs, he's there. And with 2 kills to his name, it's insane. It is Falcons to strike first. Falcons take Inferno. And you find Vitality on the ropes tonight.
Now that's incredible. What a win. What a comeback.
The spirit of victory, the desire to be first, the challenge to be the best. We keep an eye on their victories, worry when something goes wrong, and rejoice even more when we see success. Whether it's a game at a major championship, a new vlog, a stream, or a simple social media post, all of these immerse us in the world of CS. We are among their thousands of fans. We are Skin Club.
Don't be lulled into believing that Falcons are gonna have an easy go of it. Like Maui Snake said, this has been a great map for Vitality all year long. Recency be damned. But they will have to dig deep into this pistol retake because a T-side pistol win would be massive for Falcons, and they put that bomb down with 5 players strong. It's a big flank from Apex wrapping around Silo that'll catch them off guard, and an immediate push out from Heaven gets doubled down on by Kyosuke. So 3 versus 2 looks good for Falcons. Kixan showing a flank of his own, and now caught in the open. Triple kill from the newest addition. He who's supposed to unlock all of Falcons' potential.
Yeah, he absolutely has done his part. I mean, at first it was just him, and there was too much.
At Vitality on this map. If Tai Lu, no offense, can 13-4 Vitality on this map,
Yeah.
then what are the Falcons about to do?
Well, I mean, it's their second worst loss on Nuke, the first being to Falcons. That was a 13-3. The stakes were lower, but this time around, it doesn't seem like Falcons are suffering or struggling in front of a crowd at all. Important guy to take down quickly.
Trying to challenge further on that smoke, but it seemed like for a second nobody home. An additional frag. Ooh, and they see that as a chance to go for a duel. Modesty using it against them, so he thought. Ultimately offers a double kill to ZywOo early, and ZywOo had a strong start on Inferno, was a driving force in terms of Vitality's.
Oh, Squeaky's weak. That smoke's late. No one was guarding it. This is actually a big gap, a huge gap.
Draws a player back around. TeSeS on the other side of this. Flamesy doesn't actually step into his death, but still could and will. Taken off guard. Now the Garage player gets turned on. That is a huge headshot from Kixan. And this is a massive answer, a 3 versus 5 this early, after Vitality has already gotten that gut-wrenching loss on Inferno, forced down their throats.
Positions like Squeaky finding small timings like that, but you see totally unguarded when they try to, transpose into a setup where Flamesy's in front of Squeaky taking over guard. Like, TeSeS just finds the answer. If he doesn't find his way out of that door, it's just a different round. Whoa, okay, that was pretty great.
The laugh off Robs is closed, but we're going fast into a trophy push. Oh, Robs gets the trade back. TeSeS still good on him, under pressure from the 2 to get some kind of impact. But while we get Vitality going into the lobby and then by extension onto roof.
This is interesting because they saw that one push. It doesn't mean it's a full lobby crunch, and they're fast towards this roof, but Falcons are also quick at their movement, and he's expecting to be watched right now. They can have this push all they want.
Again,
yeah,
dude.
I mean, they're
Falcons
so fast outside.
Just 2 steps ahead, it seems, in a lot of these positions. And on top of that, remaining sharp, but the flank emerges. Great double kill for Flamesy to try to draw this back.
And they know this was the trophy player, Robs, to get the trade.
Right. Yeah, he's been shown early on that first move from Vitality, but long ago. So the question as to where the hell Robs has gotten off to has to be on the Falcons' mind.
And Robs has his own questions. That's why he's playing in Squeaky right now, just to split the difference. He could catch them coming back in a mini. He can drop vent. It's just an optimal place to stand, but it isn't something where he can simply punish if they drop that at Heaven and plant it or walk downstairs like they're doing now. So unless he starts taking a risk in this moment, they don't walk back into him, it's going to be a very difficult retake. Look at the utility still left over here for Falcons.
The utility that just prevents Rob's rotation. Fire inside of the vent's going to keep him at bay. He's got to wait for that to burn out and then still try to come through quietly. Now, at least 4 Robs for a second here. It looked like Falcons would be divided. Shadow advantage for the second. Yeah.
Oh, he didn't react.
Nah. Good swing by Kixan, finding yet another moment to shine.
But Falcons are here just trying to trick him.
His swing well timed. He knows there's a threat behind him, but that gets covered. Good on Apex to help out like that. Flamesy given runway.
What a god. 3 kills. Most important job in that round. You see where he's playing in front of Squeaky.
He was the first.
Kyosuke's coming to try to kill him on the flank in mini.
And covered wonderfully by Apex there. You know, Flamesy kind of kept checking his back just in case, but he really needed to trust Apex fully that it would get covered, and good on Apex to do so. You see Flamesy's further impact as he gets a couple more. And the first round for Vitality with 5 players standing.
Nice.
A quick sprint down the stairs just before the smoke fades. So you've got a hook in the side right now, Falcons.
Kyosuke's just such a dangerous guy to let go, you know. Giving up secret code control can be okay. Now they're threatening this push.
It's a huge dive, but Zywoo passive on the hold, ready for it. He loses Robs. Oh, and then the duel. We said we needed more off impact from m0NESY. There it is, but he takes a gush back as he crosses over through that smoke. He's one of 3 players that are tagged up in Apex, catching the only Falcons member who still had 100 health.
I feel like damage doesn't really matter versus Falcons. We didn't see that actually convert to kills so often back on Inferno. It's just the HSP on this team is so high. It's a similarly confusing situation for Vitality. Up above, m0NESY kind of watching, but mostly just covering himself. Will they just walk into this?
A shot.
You gotta spam him. You have to spam him.
Right, 15 seconds. m0NESY given more runway. Flamesy's got his head. Right now, Flamesy's being the hero that Vitality certainly need.
They have Heaven control, man. This is so solid.
Sat up above and looking calm. Kicksan trying to get into that corner. And so now he's locked in, and Flamesy's barrels all the warning that Kicksan needs. Apex tiptoes in too late. Knows there's one up close, but Kicksan will continue to deliver.
Wow.
This is him and Kyosuke.
They found a very open ramp. Zywoo's late to this. That Molly gonna come down, or will he get a kill out of it?
Already players around that corner, and he burns down real low.
Oh, they peek in front of it. That's cute.
m0NESY finds the fast flank of Flamesy that's just trying to get something.
What is that?
You
What are you
can't
doing?
run, you can't hide. m0NESY tracks down the lobby kill. It's a flood for Falcons. Heaven player just gets shredded, and right now Falcons are in a league of their own. This was a Vitality that had us convinced they were finally coming together, that they would answer the questions.
Back on Inferno, he's found the squeaky gap here. He found this ramp one, just to keep the momentum going.
Yes. Flamesy, front facing. It's just an MP9, one of 2. The Vitality limp into round 9 with. It's a fast upgrade though, and Falcons looking smart about this one. It's a good risk assessment. As Flamesy reaches out for that rifle, it's going to be Falcons to head elsewhere.
They want to quickly sort of seep into these spots around Hell. If they want to make this an upper hit, they've got to start putting a lot of pressure on the pistols to be looking outwards. They know that they can't fight up from Heaven, but the time is not on Falcon's side right now. They've got to move quickly.
Man, you start spamming that AK if you're Flamesy, it's going to tell the Falcons where the biggest threat in this round remains. Damage on Kicksan as Flamesy goes for that huge reposition. I think he did that wonderfully, right? Spam inside of the vents and then run over to Secret. It did indeed catch them off guard. You could see the way it blindsided them, so good trickery for Flamesy to get himself a second. Hard fought, 8 seconds on this clock. Bomb's gonna slide down into the back of the site. Fake plant, no time, and an instant headshot. That is that kind of moment from Zywoo that we need, but Launders, again, as players group up on the other side, he begins to peel back. How close will they get?
No one better on this angle in the world.
But also operating very much alone.
Yeah, no op there in Turnpike.
Robs goes in, Robs goes down. Tesses yet again just kind of sprinkling in his impact.
Such a monster. Yeah, with these 1Ks, exactly.
And it's a beautiful flood down from the Falcons, not wasting a moment, not wasting a Tesses opening.
It's a quick plant, right? I mean, m0NESY's up here.
Although that smoke from Falcons extinguishes the fire on control, right? They put out their own utility, and Flamesy tries to slide into a pocket in that moment, but is there really even a test at this retake?
There could be one mistake, we'll see.
Flash to the stairs, and Flamesy playing ahead of it. Again, Falcons kind of gave Flamesy that positioning, and that's the thread that he's gonna pull on to get this retake going!
Absolutely, let's go. That was great. Now, the thing is, they throw the establishing volley on control side, but like fundamentally speaking, you've either got to have door or control.
Keeping those stats alive for Falcons. The success in this first half is immediate with that 5-round streak. And a fast move for Nico, signing up for a chance to shine. Gets a bit of sanctuary between pieces of utility, but Flamesy has been the king of nuke so far.
Oh, that flash dodge was excellent.
It's a great dink. And Nico,
he's out of there.
Slips out at the perfect moment while a teammate goes down Secret as well. So good on Nico to put an end to a hot-handed Flamesy.
I think they're just going to be throwing darts blind here, trying to figure out what's been taken. Zywoo waiting for them lower. Will the P come out? Yes, it will.
Kicksan steps into it as he wanted to throw it at piece of util. Oh, good patience,
Dude,
Nico.
the Falcons are just everywhere right now. I mean, I love the map from them because they can just join up on ramp if they want to. Oh, wait a
reads
second.
it.
He can actually jump on this.
Oh, that's so sick.
Are they going to cover this? They can.
Oh, it's so good.
He stole it.
You said Falcons were everywhere. Yeah, everywhere other than where they needed to be. And he senses with that presence upstairs that it's a perfect robbery. 4 rounds to close this half. Just when you write off Vitality, they answer.
And what's most important, apart from the numbers, was the ideas. And we did see that their game plan started to work really well. They were catching lurks, they were working together, they were winning in a dominant way, and they stole one right at the end.
Fast though, m0NESY. Oh, gets ZywOo as the cross comes over in the back. And now Nico's at bat, trying to get his. Bullets whiz by. Check out the damage that's been done. This could be a prime position for Falcons to just rock Vitality with early momentum on a CT side that should have more than enough to put this debate to rest. Whether Falcons can do it when it truly matters. At least equalized as Vitality tried to tether with one another side by side, still in this outer yard. It's all they've got to work with.
They seem to be sure that they haven't left. And
Blindsided. The garage player comes through. Apex gets his. TeSeS just continues to be a nuisance for Vitality. Taps the second dead of the round, and it's Nico's headshot to close it.
There were chances there for both teams. Lots of shots getting missed back and forth. You can see the pressure was on that pistol, but it's Falcons who come out ahead.
But those 4 rounds at the end of that first half, is it all false confidence or a reason to believe? Push comes to shove, and the challenge is now inside of this A site on top of TeSeS, who for once goes down with nothing. And then when you get Robs into the kill feed too, this is good for Vitality. They find momentum inside of the A site, great coverage offered over by Apex. They find just the superb timing to kick down the doors on that upper site. And so 3 rounds into this T side, Vitality show us there is indeed a reason to believe tonight.
Yeah, they moved nicely. I love that kill from ZywOo. I mean, taking it to the back of the site, clearly Falcons were not ready for that fast timing. And they run over this. It was 5 alive last round, so this puts a dent in the money for Falcons, though. With this save, there'll certainly be a buy-up again.
Now Kixan hears that utility inbound, and while he sits back with no nades of his own, it's all gonna boil down to timing for Kixan. He sees it, and he jumps perfectly on top of Apex.
That's a clean find. Apex down early. They still left 1 lurker outside. And there's so much put into just catching Lurks this round. They have him playing in a Liege in the back of Big Garage. They have someone playing Secret. They're looking for they were looking for Apex essentially to start this round off. It's a perfect counter to the game plan. Nico catches another Lurk. Yeah, this is the exact setup that they want for the attack.
And now they're coming into an A site, but with lesser numbers up in the rafters. Here's the answer back. It's 1 apiece so far, still 2 to stand. And then the bend, no way! Kicks in off of the ladder is insane!
That is a round.
Damn near unfair. They lost 2 bodies outside a round ago. And so I don't think you'll blame Vitality to try to give this a different look, a different direction.
There's something about Kyosuke's mechanics that are just so...
And he's not alone. You've got support with Nico right behind it. Oh! You want to see mechanics? You get that back-to-back headshot and Kyosuke with 1. And then remember that early Kixan nade damage? Well, now that's what ZywOo has to handle in this 1v3. Fire to the feet of the control panel player. ZywOo not given a chance. This is Falcons on a run to the finish line. The best looking Vitality was the one that started this semifinals. And Falcons stepped up to the plate to challenge that. Star of the show, m0NESY, with that ace, and an opportunity not wasted. Nico now finds his. It's a single kill out of him. Kixan has been right there with his teammates this entire time. We've asked for ZywOo to step up to the plate, and he delivers 2 kills, 3 now. Stars of the show go both directions, and the game plays at 50 seconds with man advantage in Vitality's hands.
I mean, m0NESY barely got out of there. Surely this is the one. Oh, ZywOo's on 4.
Quad made easy as TeSeS takes that challenge into main, and m0NESY sits down at a measly 13 points of health. There is more to play tonight.
Okay, we're gonna need the highlight package from the Unlikely again. 4K here from Zywoo in a high action position, trying to fight for upstairs. That's what he's been giving Vitality. That's the only thing Vitality have been getting from anyone so far here on this T side. Those rifle entries. And he gets it. He's locked it down. The ace for Zywoo. I want it to feel special, but with this comeback, I don't know.
I think the beauty of this one, Launders, is it's just as poetic as the ace of Mondesi. Don't forget how that fueled the side of Falcons to get into the game on Inferno, not wasting that moment. It set the server ablaze. As Vitality hang on to that 5v4, the worst thing you could end up seeing is an Apex who yet again plays too far in front of his team. And he has so much on his plate, operating solo downstairs still. As everybody else for Vitality is up in lobby, there it is. Apex getting caught out.
He's got 3 players downstairs. Kixan, he might push into this and simply die. Zywoo gets one.
It is timing to perfection. It is a man advantage robbed back out of that just when you thought you could begin to believe. Pressure out from heaven. Can you something against this? And this is where it ends. Or is this where it begins? Falcons find new heights in the vertical city, soaring over top of Vitality.
The spirit of victory, the desire to be first, the challenge to be the best. We keep an eye on their victories, worry when something goes wrong, and rejoice even more when we see success. Whether it's a game at a major championship, a new vlog, a stream, or a simple social media post, all of these immerse us in the world of CS. We are among their thousands of fans. We are Skin Club,